think it's one of those things today. I've just said that unfortunately, when my life started to fall apart this year, no one really took any notice, and I was given some bad advice, and it was more of an element suddenly. I'll just get on with things. Get on with it. Just move on. Oh, it was horrible. Do you know what? I hate that. Saying, move on. Why? Or reinvent yourself. No thanks. I'm very good as I am, thank you very much. It took me 39 years to get to this nice, positive, happy person that is comfortable in my own skin, comfortable with where I live. Not many people in our world anymore are comfortable with the way they look. They look in the mirror, they want to change everything. You get all the plastic surgeries, you get all the makeup and everything else. Nobody's really 100%, and I'm happy with the way I am. There's no point. Honestly, to me, there's no point in me thinking, oh, I spend most of my life going, I've got a really big nose. I've got a family nose, I've got a slightly German nose, or whatever, and then people take the mick out of me, say that I've got, I don't know, I don't want to reinvent myself. I've got a good career. I knew what I wanted to do from a very young age, and I'm doing it. It doesn't pay the best, but as I've said, money isn't. I've never been interested in money, and I do the job I do, and I get up every morning when I go, and I don't see it as a job. I think when you have that in life, you win a bit. You've broken a system, because the system is, isn't it, just live and work and pay bills and shit like that. But if you get up in the morning and you're doing something you truly love doing, and the alarm goes off at 2, 3, 4, whatever time of day, and you sit up and you go, I'm going to work, I'm going to do this. And I think as soon as you've got that, you've got, I don't know, 75% of life kind of happy, and it's worth something. It's good. So that's what I do, and it's never paid well. 20 years of flying, never paid well. But then saying that again, I've worked in restaurants, and that never paid well either. And I did a hell of a lot more hours than what I do now, and I came out with less. So it's so for me, my career is part of my life. It's amazing. So I don't want to change that. I don't want to reinvent myself and find something else. I love what I do. I'd love to learn another language, but I mean, does it make me smaller? Does it make me weaker? Does it make me stupid? The fact that I don't? Well, no, I don't think so. I think, I don't know, we get to do what we want to do, and there is an element of pushing yourself in life. Headphones have gone again, and but you don't, what's the point if you just next task, and then you get to a point in your life and you go, oh, hang on a minute. And that's the thing, I remember having this conversation with somebody about something like this last year, the year before, and it was a case of working and saving and building this thing, or an empire, such as property and finance and wealth. For what? And I'm a bit younger, and than some of the people that I've been around, and I kind of went, well, it keeps going on and off, so I don't know what. Anyway, so I kind of sat there and I went, well, I don't have anything. I don't have what you have, and so I don't know what it feels like to have all this. I don't know the pressure. I don't know how it feels to have a goal like that. But if you're the one that's saying to someone that's younger than you, oh Christ, I mean, I've got no one to hand it to when I die. And that was always a thing for me. I'm not having a family. I was never wanting the children and the family and that kind of, is it heteronormative kind of lifestyle. I'm from a very big family, and I've got two families. So for me, I was never wanted kids, and I never kind of thought I'd get married, and I did. And then we got remarried. We converted it from a civil partnership to a marriage. 2014, got married in 2005. We were one of the first couples to get into the civil partnership in the UK, and it was one of those. And it wasn't a big wedding. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was probably the cheapest wedding I'll ever go to. Registry office, nightclub. I was 19, but it was a glorified will, and that's what it meant to me. I already knew at that age that a wedding isn't going to change your relationship. It wasn't going to. Your relationship. You'll wake up the next day. You'll be more in debt, and you'll have a memory. Great, you'll have a memory. But I've got a memory of a wonderful day on my wedding day, on both of my wedding days, and with the man I love, with my best friend, with the whole world, my whole universe. And so I've got the memory, but it still hasn't changed the fact that it's all crumbled away in the most destructive way, and I'm all alone, and I'm left with nothing. Nobody wins out of a separation or divorce, and life comes tumbling down, and everything gets destroyed, and there's no reason, there's no point. I don't see the point in what is happening in my life right now. There's no reason why everything needs to be destroyed, and it's horrendous. But yeah, so weddings and things like that. So see, I kind of, you make the memories, but I do a job I love. Money isn't an object to me. It never interested, and I'm gonna die like everyone else. We're gonna have nothing. We're gonna end up in a box or in a tube or something. I don't know, but it doesn't matter how much property, how many degrees you have, how much money you have in your bank account, what's your bank balance. It doesn't matter how many partners, ex-partners, divorces, marriages you have under your belt. We all die the same. We're all going the same way, and one way or another, and that's it. And so I guess it's a bit of being humble and being honest, and realizing that, you know, we're here for such a short period of time that I'm not going to overdo myself trying to prove to the world. You don't have anybody. You shouldn't prove anything. Have to prove anything to anybody. And to me, I'm happy, very happy with the way I am. And it's taken a long time, taken a lot of work to get to this point. And I don't want to change it. I don't want to. And my divorce and my separation, my loss, and the trauma that I'm going through is not going to define me. I'm not going to allow it to define me. And I'm going to continue. And yeah, so I keep losing my train of thought because my headphones keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, and I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not a technology kind of person, and but I have survived with the figuring things out and finding out how to add things to Wi-Fi and things like that. Whereas before I was very dependent on kind of the other person going, like having all the techie stuff, and I would just go, right, there you go, I trust you, and now I'm figuring it out for myself, and it's good. It's the little things that you can go, right, I can do that, and I don't know, it's there again this morning that I think the bit of my message is about the fact that I had this upsetting message from somebody, and I thought, oh, I thought I was past that. I thought that part of me didn't show, and it definitely isn't in my mind anymore. I'm exhausted as I am with everything. It's going to be a very long process, and people I talk to say this ain't going to be a quick fix. It's going to go on and on and on, and divorces can go up to a decade, and it siphons money and energy and life, and Christ, I don't want that. I never wanted it. Like I said last night, I was happy and I was content. But I'm also walking to the beach on the last day of my holiday, my escape, by myself, and I feel a lot stronger. I'm shattered, but I'm stronger, there's no point in all this negativity in life, and I'm at that point. I'm at that point where there isn't any point to it. So I'm going to choose to find the positive and happy, and smile. I think I was talking a lot about smiling last night, and it's really good. And I get to do that, and meet loads of nice people along the way. I've met some wonderful people, and I'm looking forward to meeting more wonderful people and talking about life and experiences and getting to know somebody else's experience, and kind of what somebody else has gone through that's traumatic to how they dealt with it, to their survival technique. And then you build on your own survival techniques. And there's no right and wrong, but you talk, and then you figure things out, and you go, oh, I'll try that, or yeah, that don't work for me, or but talking is amazing, and you figure things out, and one step at a time. I think it's going to be one of those things for me, I think, on these, because it's one step at a time, one day at a time. And for me, like today I woke up and had my coffee, had my Weetabix, and quite simple. I like the fact that I do that, and I'm taking that. Today is, at this very moment, it's a better moment, and who knows? I don't know. You never know. You might get bad news. You might get sad news. You might get angry news. Something might go on today that you didn't plan, that you didn't see coming. And you can think of the happy moment from this morning, or from last night, or another happy moment that you've recently had, and the darkness is kind of slightly brighter, slightly lighter, that you can deal with it, and you can. It's one problem at a time. I think it's one movie or something. There's a movie, or there's somewhere where I watched and or something, and you fix a problem, and then you move on to the next one, and then you fix that, and you move on to the next one, and slowly those things just become smaller or easier to deal with, or they start going away. And then I don't know, I'm hoping one day I wake up and I don't feel this pain, this upset. I think I re-watched one of my videos in just one bit of it, and I realised I got upset. And I think it's very strong to say I'm fed up of loving, and I want to switch it off. And that's kind of so. But today's a better day where I'm kind of not thinking about that as much. It's not there. It's not in the front of my heart right now. It's not stopping me from breathing. But it's there all the time. I think just acknowledging it's there, and instead of spending energy to try and get rid of it, it's kind of just just allow it to be there. I don't know, waffling and walking. And see, my next decision is very simple, and it's whether or not do I go for a coffee. I've already had 2 this morning. Do I go for a coffee and sit and listen to the sand, listen to the waves, or do I just kind of carry on and go set myself up on the beach? But to do with an orange juice. See, random, and it's yeah, it's lonely. It's lonely, but I'm embracing it, and I'm figuring it out, and that's just small steps. But yeah, so I think I don't know how my social media is set up at the minute. I don't know. But friends have messaged me this morning, so if the little waffling helps me and helps someone else, then I get a bit of a smile. And if not, I guess it just helps me. So anyway, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. Have fun.